You can indeed bundle multiple runs of metal-clad cable or NEC cable for a short distance, such as 4 or 5 feet, provided that certain conditions are met according to the National Electrical Code, or NEC. Specifically, you should refer to NEC Section 330.22b, which addresses raceway fill. This section mandates that the cross-sectional area of the raceway must not be less than the sum of the cross-sectional areas of the contained conductors in any contained raceways or cables. In simpler terms, the raceway needs to be adequately sized to accommodate all the cables you are bundling within it. Furthermore, NEC Section 330.22c deals with conductors of different systems. It states that conductors of different systems, including communication, signaling, and power, shall not be contained in the same raceway unless the conductors of each system are separated by a permanent barrier, or the conductors are type NEC cable. This means that if you are bundling NEC cables carrying different types of signals, they are generally permitted to be in the same raceway, as the NEC cable itself provides a degree of separation. However, it is crucial to consider several additional factors to ensure a safe and compliant installation. Firstly, the bundled cables should be securely fastened together. This prevents them from shifting or separating over time, which could lead to strain on the connections or damage to the cables themselves. Methods for securing the cables can include using cable ties, straps, or other approved means designed for this purpose. Secondly, the raceway in which the bundled cables are installed must be appropriately sized, not just to meet the minimum fill requirements, but also to allow for adequate heat dissipation. When multiple cables are bundled together, they generate more heat than if they were run separately. If the raceway is too small, this heat can build up and potentially damage the insulation of the cables or even pose a fire hazard. Therefore, it is essential to calculate the total heat load of the bundled cables and select a raceway that can effectively dissipate that heat. Thirdly, the bundled cables must be protected from physical damage. This is a general requirement for all electrical installations, but it is particularly important when cables are bundled together. The raceway itself provides some degree of protection, but additional measures may be necessary in areas where the cables are exposed to potential impacts or abrasions. This could include using heavier gauge raceway, installing additional shielding, or routing the cables in a way that minimizes their exposure to physical hazards. To reiterate, when bundling NEC cables, adherence to NEC Section 330.22b and 330.22c is paramount. The total cross-sectional area of the bundled cables must not exceed 40% of the raceway's cross-sectional area. This ensures that there is enough space within the raceway for proper ventilation and to prevent overheating. Always use appropriate securing methods to keep the bundled cables together and prevent them from shifting. Ensure the raceway is sized to accommodate the bundled cables while allowing for proper heat dissipation. Provide adequate protection from physical damage by using appropriate raceway materials and installation techniques. Consider the ampacity-derating factors for bundled conductors as specified in NEC Table 310.15b3. When conductors are bundled together, their ability to dissipate heat is reduced, which can lower their ampacity. You may need to increase the size of the conductors to compensate for this derating. Always consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer to ensure that your installation meets all applicable codes and standards. Incorrectly bundling NEC cables can create significant safety hazards and may violate local electrical codes. Verify the type of NEC cable being used, as different types may have different installation requirements. Some NEC cables are specifically designed for use in hazardous locations or other special applications. Ensure that the cables you are using are suitable for the intended environment. Check for any local amendments to the NEC that may affect the installation of NEC cables. Some jurisdictions may have stricter requirements than the national code. Use appropriate connectors and fittings for NEC cable terminations. These connectors should be listed for use with NEC cable and should provide a secure and reliable connection. Avoid over-tightening connectors, as this can damage the cable. Consider the long-term effects of bundling NEC cables on the performance and reliability of the electrical system. Over time, heat buildup and other factors can degrade the insulation of the cables and reduce their lifespan. It is important to design the installation to minimize these effects. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions for installing MC cable. These instructions may provide additional guidance on bundling and other installation practices. Before starting any electrical work, always de-energize the circuit and verify that it is de-energized using a reliable testing device. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to prevent injury or death. If you are not qualified to perform electrical work, hire a licensed electrician. Electrical work should only be performed by qualified individuals who have the necessary training and experience. When routing MC cables through walls or floors, use appropriate sleeves or bushings to protect the cables from abrasion. This will help to prevent damage to the insulation and reduce the risk of electrical shock. Consider the aesthetic appearance of the installation when bundling MC cables. While functionality is the primary concern, it is also important to create a neat and professional-looking installation. Use appropriate cable management techniques to keep the cables organized and prevent them from becoming tangled. Inspect the installation regularly to ensure that the cables are in good condition and that there are no signs of damage or overheating. If you notice any problems, take corrective action immediately. Keep accurate records of the installation, including the type and size of the MC cables used, the routing of the cables, and any directing factors that were applied. This information will be helpful for future maintenance and troubleshooting. Always use approved tools and equipment when working with MC cable. This will help to ensure that the work is performed safely and efficiently. When cutting MC cable, use a proper MC cable cutter to avoid damaging the conductors. Avoid bending MC cable too sharply, as this can damage the insulation and reduce the cable's lifespan. Use appropriate supports to secure the MC cable to the building structure. The support should be spaced according to the NEC requirements and should be designed to prevent the cable from sagging or moving. When installing MC cable in damp or wet locations, use a cable that is listed for wet locations. This type of cable has a moisture-resistant jacket that will protect the conductors from corrosion. When installing MC cable underground, use a cable that is listed for direct burial. This type of cable has a rugged jacket that will protect the conductors from damage from rocks, soil, and other underground hazards. Consider the potential for future expansion when designing the electrical system. It may be wise to install a larger raceway than is currently needed to allow for future cables to be added. Obtain all necessary permits before starting any electrical work. Electrical work is often subject to local building codes and regulations, and it is important to comply with these requirements. Notify the local utility company before performing any work that may affect their equipment. This will help to prevent power outages and other problems. Be aware of the potential hazards associated with working with electricity, such as electric shock, arc flash, and electrocution. Take all necessary precautions to protect yourself from these hazards. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer. It is always better to be safe than sorry when working with electricity. Remember that the NEC is a minimum standard, and it may be necessary to exceed these requirements in certain situations to ensure a safe and reliable electrical system. Always use good judgment and common sense when installing MC cable. Your goal should be to create an installation that is both safe and functional. Keep up to date on the latest changes to the NEC. The code is revised every 3 years, and it is important to stay informed of the latest requirements. Attend continuing education courses and workshops to learn about new technologies and best practices in the electrical industry. This will help you to provide your clients with the best possible service. Remember that electrical work is a serious responsibility, and it should be approached with care and attention to detail. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure that your MC cable installations are safe, compliant, and reliable. The importance of proper grounding and bonding when working with MC cable cannot be overstated. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker or fuse and preventing electrical shock. Bonding connects all metal parts of the electrical system together, creating a low impedance path for fault current. Both grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety. When installing MC cable, make sure that the grounding conductor is properly connected to the grounding bus in the electrical panel. Also, make sure that all metal parts of the raceway and equipment are bonded together. Use appropriate grounding and bonding connectors and fittings. These connectors should be listed for use with MC cable and should provide a secure and reliable connection. Avoid using undersized grounding conductors. The size of the grounding conductor should be based on the size of the circuit conductors, as specified in the NEC. Inspect the grounding and bonding system regularly to ensure that it is in good condition. If you notice any problems, take corrective action immediately. Proper grounding and bonding is essential for electrical safety. By following these guidelines, you can help to protect yourself and others from electrical shock. Consider the environmental conditions in which the MC cable will be installed. In corrosive environments, such as those found in industrial plants or near the ocean, it may be necessary to use a special type of MC cable that is resistant to corrosion. In high-temperature environments, it may be necessary to use a cable that is rated for high temperatures. In hazardous locations, such as those where flammable gases or vapors may be present, it may be necessary to use a cable that is listed for use in hazardous locations. Choose the right type of MC cable for the environment in which it will be installed. This will help to ensure that the cable will perform reliably and safely for many years. When installing MC cable in a commercial or industrial building, it is important to consider the potential for electromagnetic interference or EMI. EMI can disrupt the operation of sensitive electronic equipment. To minimize EMI, use shielded MC cable. Shielded MC cable has a metallic shield that surrounds the conductors and blocks EMI. Also, avoid running MC cable parallel to other electrical cables or equipment that may generate EMI. Consider the fire resistance of the MC cable. In some applications, it may be necessary to use a cable that is fire resistant. Fire-resistant MC cable is designed to withstand high temperatures and to prevent the spread of fire. Use fire-resistant MC cable in areas where fire safety is a concern. When installing MC cable in a healthcare facility, it is important to follow the special requirements for healthcare facilities. Healthcare facilities have stringent requirements for electrical safety, and it is important to comply with these requirements. Use hospital-grade MC cable in healthcare facilities. Hospital-grade MC cable is designed to meet the special requirements of healthcare facilities. When installing MC cable in a data center, it is important to consider the special requirements for data centers. Data centers have stringent requirements for reliability and uptime, and it is important to comply with these requirements. Use data center-grade MC cable in data centers. Data center-grade MC cable is designed to meet the special requirements of data centers. When installing MC cable in a renewable energy system, such as a solar or wind power system, it is important to consider the special requirements for renewable energy systems. Renewable energy systems have unique electrical characteristics, and it is important to use cables and equipment that are designed for these systems. Use renewable energy grade MC cable in renewable energy systems. Renewable energy grade MC cable is designed to meet the special requirements of renewable energy systems. Finally, remember that safety is always the top priority when working with electricity. Take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from electrical shock. If you are not qualified to perform electrical work, hire a licensed electrician.